Namaskar friends, myself Professor A.B. Panchal, Ali College Morbi Production Engineering Department welcomes you all in the session of unconventional machining process. Today we will discuss about how the water is used to remove the material and to get the good surface finish characteristics. Today we will discuss about the water jet machining process. Water jet machining process is the metal removal process in which it utilizes the method of impact erosion. Here, the high velocity water jet is made to impinge on the workpiece of the material which is to be removed. Water under pressure from hydraulic accumulator is passed through an orifice of the nozzle to increase its velocity, and the water jet travels at velocity as high as 1000 meter per second for material removal process. Here typically the nozzle which is used in water jet machining process, it has a diameter in the range of 0.08 to 0.5 mm. This is a schematic representation of water jet machining process where a nozzle is there with an orifice inside it from where the water is coming out. Then workpiece is placed appropriate on the table with high velocity. The water jet is allowed to impinge on the workpiece surface to get the material removal. Appropriate standoff distance is to be maintained in this process. The water jet machining process, it involves the directing a high pressurized high velocity of water jet to the surface to be machined. Here the velocity of the water jet, it should be in the range of 540 to 1400 meter per second. This velocity we can consider it is much faster than the speed of the bullets even also, and the pressure of the water is increased up to 150 to 1000 megapascal inside the intensifier. The kinetic energy of the water jet here after striking the work surface will obviously it reduce the zero. The bulk of the kinetic energy of the jet is converted into the pressure energy. Then it is allowed to pass through the nozzle and it finally impinge on the workpiece surface. Local pressure caused by the water jet, it exceeds the strength of the surface which is being machined. Then the material from the surface get eroded and the cavity is formed. Water is the most common fluid used in water jet machining, but additives can be used such as alcohol, oil product and glycerol are added when they can be dissolved in water to improve the fluid characteristics. Here are the list of equipments, the components of water jet machining process. They includes the hydraulic pump, intensifier, accumulator, high pressure tubing set, jet cutting nozzle and catcher. Let us learn this equipments one by one in detail. The hydraulic pump. The hydraulic pump powered from a 30 kilowatt of electric motor. It supplies the oil at pressure as high as 120 bars, in the range of 120 bar, and the compressed oil drives the reciprocating plunger pump which is termed as an intensifier. The hydraulic pump offers complete flexibility for water jet cutting and cleaning operation. It also supports single or multiple cutting stations for increased machining productivity. The intensifier, why it is used, it accepts the water at very low pressure, typically up to 10 bar, and expel it through an accumulator, and higher pressure around 400 bar can be achieved. The intensifier converts the energy of the low pressure hydraulic fluid into ultra high pressure water. The hydraulic system provides the fluid power to the reciprocating piston in the intensifier center section. The limit switch located at the end of the piston travel. It signals the electronic control to shift the direction control valve and the reverse the piston direction. The intensifier assembly with a plunger on each side of the piston, it generates the pressure in both of the direction. As one side of the intensifier is in the inlet stroke, the opposite side is generating ultra high pressure output. During the plunger intake stroke, filtered water enters the high pressure cylinder through the check valve assembly. After the plunger reverse direction, the water is compressed and it exits at ultra high pressure. So this is the function of intensifier, where the pressure is increased. Then the accumulator, which is also used in water jet machining process, the high pressure accumulator is provided in the system to avoid the pulsation of the water flow at the beginning of each stroke, which is caused by the compression of water at very high pressure. Accumulator generally serve as a surge tank, and it maintains the continuous flow of high pressure water, and it eliminates the pressure fluctuation within plus or minus 5%. This pressurized high velocity fluid generally pass through the tubes, pipelines. It transport the pressure tubing transport the pressurized water in the cutting head. The tube diameters may vary from 6 mm to 14 mm. For this purpose is equipped. The equipment allows the flexible movement of the cutting head, and the cutting action is controlled either manually or through the remote control valve for the special purpose of design. The nozzle utilized in the water jet machining process also possess few important characteristics. They are generally made from the synthetic sapphire, which we have already discussed. In abrasive jet machining process also the same kind of nozzle are used. It provides the coherent water jet stream for optimum cutting of the soft material that is considered unmachinable by the conventional method. About 200 hours of operation are expected from a regular nozzle, which becomes damaged by the particle of the dirt and the accumulation of mineral deposit on the orifice due to erosive water hardness. Sometimes water jet machining process also use the abrasive particle in the process. So in that case, the erosion of the nozzle takes place very fast. That's why what we can say, the life of the nozzle is very limited. The compact design of water jet cutting head, it promotes the integration with motion control system ranging from 2-axis table to sophisticated multi-axis robotic installations. The catcher used in the system, it act as a reservoir for collecting the machining debris coming out from the workpiece after the cutting process. So three types of catchers are used. One is basin type of, the another is steel or WC or ceramic ball can be used, and the plates is also used. Moreover, it reduces the noise level up to 105 decibels, which is associated with the reduction in the velocity of water jet from Mach 3 to subsonic level. These are few process parameters associated with the water jet machining process. It includes the jet fluid which is used in water jet machining process for the purpose of material removal. Then from where the fluid is passing is jet nozzle. It is also one of the concern process parameter to take care about. And finally the workpiece. Upon this process parameter, the material removal rate, the quality of machine, the surface which is produced, they all are dependent. In case of jet fluid, what kind of jet fluid is used, what is the velocity, what is the flow rate of the fluid, what is the pressure intensity maintained throughout the process, what is the viscosity of fluid. These are few process parameter related with the jet fluid which directly or indirectly affect on the output result. Then the nozzle having various dimensions, means diameter, then what is the standoff distance maintained. Again, these two are the process parameter which also affect on the output or the response. And obviously the characteristics of the workpiece material, means type of workpiece material, what is the thickness, what is the feed rate. These all are the process parameter which ultimately results into the material removal rate, surface quality of the machine surface, and the accuracy which should be achieved. Standoff distance, here it is the gap between the jet nozzle and the workpiece. uh, it it should be in the range of 2.5 to 6 mm, which is recommended. And here the nozzle diameter, it is also suggested as 0.1 to 0.3 mm. But however, for the material used in printed circuit boards, it may be increased to 30 to 90 mm. But larger the standoff distance, smaller would be the depth of cut. When the cutting fiber reinforced plastic, it report shows that the increase in machining rate and use of the small nozzle diameter, it increased the width of damaged layer. The jet fluid used in this water jet machining process, it must possess few characteristics, like the pressure typically used is in the range of 150 to 100 megapascal to provide 8 to 80 kilowatt of power. For a given nozzle diameter increased in pressure, it allows more power to be used in the machining process, which in turn it increases the depth of cut. Jet velocity must be maintained in the range of 540 meter per second to 1500 meter per second. The quality of the cutting, it improves the higher pressure by widening the diameter of the jet and by lowering the traverse speed. Under such conditions, the material of greater thickness and density can be cut. Moreover, the larger the pump pressure, the greater will be the depth of cut can be achieved. The fluid used must possess low viscosity to minimize the energy loss and be non-corrosive, non-toxic, must commonly available, and it must be inexpensive. And for this purpose, water is commonly used for cutting the alloy steels. The workpiece material, the type of workpiece material can be machined is brittle material that will fracture, while ductile one will cut well. The thickness of the material, it should be in the range of 0.8 to max 25 mm. Beyond 25 mm, it is very difficult to cut the material in with very good accuracy. Table here shows the cutting rate of different material thickness. Uh, the applications of water jet machining is on the obviously for cutting the metal plates, clothes, leathers, rubbers, plastic, food items, and obviously for the ceramics. It is a versatile and cost effective cutting process that can be used as an alternative to traditional machining method. It completely eliminates the heat affected zone, toxic fumes, the formation of recast layers, work hardening, and thermal stresses. This process is completely free from these parameters. It is the most flexible and effective cleaning solution available for a variety of industrial requirements. To cut the ferrous and non-ferrous plates, composites, thermoplastics, high-strength alloys, ceramics, and wide range of food products, the water jet machining uh, method is very much suitable. In general, the cut surface has a sandblast appearance can be achieved. Harder material it exhibits the better edge finish. Typical surface finish it range from 1.6 micron RMS to vary the cores depending on the applications. The tolerance are in the range of plus or minus 25 micron on the thin material can be achieved with the help of water jet machining process. Uh, it has the multi-directional cutting capacity. The process has no heat is produced while the machining. Cuts can be started at any location without the need of pre-drill hole. This is one of the important aspect of water jet machining. Pre-drill hole is not required for drilling purpose. Wetting of the workpiece material is minimal. There is no deflection to the rest of the workpiece, and the tool does not wear and therefore does not need the sharpening again and again. The process is environmentally safe. Hazardous airborne dust, contamination, and waste disposal problems that are common when using other cleaning method are eliminated. There is multiple head processing. Simple fixturing eliminates costly and complicated tooling while reduce turnaround time and lower the overall cost. Grinding and polishing are completely eliminated, so reducing the secondary operation cost also possible with the help of this water jet machining process. Few limitations are also associated with the process. Let us look quickly. Very thick part cannot be cut with water jet cutting. If the part is too thick, the jet may dissipate some and it may cause to cut on a diagonal or to have a wider cut at the bottom of the part than the top. So it can also cause the rough wave pattern on the cut surface. It is not suitable for mass production because of high maintenance is required. This one more limitation is there which is very critical. Noise can easily reach to very high decibel level, so it requires the sound shielded unit or the worker must use for ear protection device. And the consumption of the water is very high as it is water jet machining. Obviously the consumption of water will be very high, but typically it use 5 to 10 liters per minute of water with around 70% of evaporation takes place. So only 30% of water we can collect somewhere and we can reutilize that water, but 70% of water in that case will be evaporated. So these are the few limitations of water jet machining process, but after all this process is very useful for various purposes. Thank you very much for your patience. Happy learning.